So now my dear, this is the second video I am uploading on the numerical, that is on a normal shift, because earlier question is on lateral shift and that is on the Snell's law, that is using the principle of reversibility and all. Now my dear, the question is on normal shift or apparent shift. First of all, here beta, the question is how I came to know that, how we come to know that the question is on normal shift. That is important, because nowhere it is written it is normal shift, or nowhere it is written the question is on apparent depth. Please take care. Now my dear, there is one word is given here. Microscope is raised through 1.5 centimeter. This is very important word. Microscope is raised through 1.5 centimeter. Now try to understand what is the question. There a mark is made on the bottom of a beaker and a microscope is focused on it. Then the microscope is raised through 1.5 centimeter. So there is a beaker first. This is a beaker and here is a mark. And then this mark, the microscope is raised to 1.5 centimeter. And then here it is focused by microscope. And this is the question. My dear, first of all I wanted to give you a definition of normal shift from theory. You all know that what is normal shift or apparent shift. It is the height through which, by which, it is a height by which an object is raised in denser medium. Please, it is the height by which an object is raised in a denser medium. So here is the denser medium, you can see my dear, that's a question asked. Up to what height the water is poured? That's a question. What height water must be poured into the beaker to bring the mark again into focus? What height? So my dear, I think it is the height by which an object, here object is what? Object is a mark. This is the object. The mark which I have done is the object. And so the mark is done at the bottom of the beaker and microscope is raised through 1.5 centimeter. So it is the height by which an object is raised in a denser medium. So who give the height? Microscope is giving the height by which it is raised. So here my dear, the microscope is raised through 1.5 centimeter is become normal shift. So the normal shift, I hope you understood, because normal shift is what? Object is raised in denser medium by that height which you are saying is a normal shift. And that mark, that object is raised how much in denser medium is focused by, is noted by microscope. So the microscope which giving a reading is actually giving a reading of the height of an object in a denser medium by which it is raised, and that therefore is called normal shift, and hence normal shift is given as 1.5 centimeter, and let that normal shift is taken as D. That is D. I have taken, that is our supposition, that is taken as D. Now my dear, the formula here, the formula of normal shift, and here the question is what height water must be poured into the beaker. My dear, if this is the maximum thickness, if this is the maximum height you can say, or you can say real depth, here up to what height water must be poured, it means they are asking you a question is on real depth. The question is on real depth. Up to what height water must be poured. that is asking a real depth. They have given normal shift here and asking a question about real depth. So here I am writing, let T be the height or real depth. T be the height or real depth of water be poured into the beaker. Into the beaker. T is height or real depth of water be poured into the beaker. Please take care. Because T is the thickness also. If you look my derivations of real depth, apparent depth, I told you real depth is actually a thickness. Because if you draw the beaker like this and we have filled the water up to this, so this is the thickness of the water surface and this is also called real depth. If you see our derivations. So T is actually a thickness when we introduce a derivation, but that T is actually a real depth also. Please, you go through with the derivations, theory required to understand. Please refer the theory very well. Then the problem is nothing. So therefore, my dear, here the formula says, normal shift or apparent shift is equal to D, and that is equal to T 1 minus 1 by mu. T 1 minus 1 by mu. And again, my dear, here Ri of mu of water is given, and it is actually this is mu of water with respect to air, because Ri of water is given. So here this is Ri of mu is nothing but a medium, that is Ri of water with respect to air you can put. Generally we put only mu according to formula, but here mu is actually a mu of water, that is 4 by 3. Because any mu is for medium, because mu for air is 1. So if it is mu given, definitely it is mu given for a medium, that is for water, because water is a medium, and here mu for water is 4 by 3, that is only your mu. So here, my dear, it is 4 by 3. So now answer will be D is equal to, D is your normal shift. So this is 1.5. Normal shift is given 1.5. Yeah. So this is 1.5 is equal to T into 1 minus 1 by 4 by 3. Because mu of water is 4 by 3. So this is 1.5, that is D, and here I will write here. So now this will be, my dear, this will be D. D is, therefore D is equal to T into 1 minus 1 by mu. This is D is 1.5 is equal to T I supposed to find. This is 1 minus 1 upon 4 by 3. Here I am writing, since mu which is given is a mu of water and that is 4 by 3. So now, my dear, this is 1.5 is equal to T and this is 1 minus 3 by 4. Because 4 by 3 is that. So therefore this will become 1.5 is equal to T, this is 4 minus 3, divide by 4. Therefore, this will become 1.5 is equal to T into 1 by 4. Therefore, T is equal to 4 into 1.5. Therefore, my dear, T is equal to 6 centimeter. So the height or a real depth of water be poured into the beaker is 6 centimeter. I hope it is clear. This is the question, my dear, which is on the base of the normal shift. I will go for some other numerical also. And this is the formula which we are using to do this topic. And that formula is normal shift is equal to real depth multiplied by 1 minus 1 by mu, where T is the thickness also, which is act as a real depth, or the height through which the liquid is poured into the beaker. So this is the question based on real depth or normal shift. Now let us go on the next numerical. Now let's go to the problem number 4 on the normal shift. There is a cylindrical vessel of diameter 12 centimeter. So let us draw this diagram. My dear, I have taken the cylindrical vessel here. And this cylindrical vessel diameter is 12 centimeters. So this is the diameter of the vessel. Diameter 12 centimeter. This is, my dear, cylindrical vessel. It contains 800 pi cubic centimeter of water. It means in this cylindrical vessel there is a water. See, the questions are good questions. So please, once you practice, I think you will understand. So it contains a water of 800, volume of water 800 pi cubic centimeter of water, right? So here my first data, volume of water in cylindrical vessel is 800 pi cubic centimeter. This is given. Okay. Now my dear, there is a cylindrical glass piece. There is a cylindrical glass piece of diameter 8 centimeter. So there I have taken this is the cylindrical glass piece, you can say. Whose diameter is 8 centimeter. Here I am writing cylindrical glass piece whose diameter is 8 centimeter is there in the beaker, you can say, or in the cylindrical vessel along with water. Now my dear, which is diameter 8 centimeter and height 8 centimeter. Here I am drawing the height of this. This is 8 centimeter is the height of the cylindrical glass piece. If the bottom of the vessel under the glass piece is seen, so bottom of the vessel under the glass piece, try to understand this language. This is the glass piece, you can say. So under the glass piece I can see the bottom of the vessel. Image to see, that is under that. Locate its image. That's a question. Locate its image. Is seen. Locate its image. Then locate its image. The array of glass and water is 1.5 and 1.33. My dear, this is very good line. This will help you to understand there are two bodies. One is water and other is a glass piece. It means there is two apparent shift. One is the apparent shift in the glass piece and other is the apparent shift at the point at the bottom of the beaker which containing water. Though apparent shift you can observe. One at the bottom of the beaker gives you water and other at the bottom of this glass piece. So now my dear, because there are two Ri, glass and water. So now you know volume of water in a cylindrical vessel is 800 pi cubic centimeter. Agreed? Okay. The next is how much is the area of cylindrical glass piece, or you can say volume of cylindrical glass piece. Volume of cylindrical glass piece, it is a cylindrical, that is pi r square, that is r of glass, h of glass. Here r, g and h, g stand for Rg and Hg is the radius and height of glass. I hope it is clear. Pi Rg square Hg, pi r square h. If you remember the formula, volume of cylinder, pi r square h. So now my dear, what will happen? The volume of glass piece. So here it will be pi and radius is 4 ka square because diameter of the glass is given as 8 centimeter. So radius is 4 centimeter into height is 8. You can see of the glass. So now my dear, volume of cylindrical glass piece is 128 pi, I am sure 128 pi cubic centimeter. This is volume of cylindrical glass piece and this is volume of water in cylindrical vessel. This is 1 and this is 2. So there are two body my dear, one is water and other is glass piece. So the two apparent shift, take care, either three body, three media, here two media, na? Water media, glass media. So two apparent shift, total apparent shift is the sum of apparent shift due to water media and apparent shift due to glass. They are apparent shift in glass. Please, there are two apparent shift because of two media. The apparent shift in water and the apparent shift in glass. But everything we will observe at the bottom of the beaker. Because bottom of the beaker carrying the bottom of the glass piece also and bottom of the beaker itself. है ना? ये खुद का body, ये bottom भी carry कर रहा है और beaker का glass piece का भी bottom वही carry कर रहा है. Common bottom. Because glass piece is in contact with the bottom of the beaker. So please you understand, because in the next topic I will introduce three media, then how to do these questions. So earlier I have done only with one media, one body. There is a beaker, there is a water. Now I have introduced beaker, water along with, मतलब beaker के अंदर water along with glass. So please try to understand or correlate the questions. Previous question में there is a beaker with water. Now the question is water, that is beaker with water along with glass. So media become two, water and glass. So because of two media, water and glass, my dear, there will be two apparent shift. That is apparent shift in water and apparent shift in glass. So total apparent shift is sum of the apparent shift in water plus that is apparent shift in glass. Please look at it, I'll show you. So now this is always the is a normal thing. I suppose to, it's all algebra, that's not a big deal. So volume of cylindrical glass piece is so much. So therefore, total volume of water and cylindrical glass piece in beaker. Total volume of water, where is the water? Water is in beaker, and cylindrical glass piece, which is also in beaker, is what? Is nothing but, my dear, is nothing but 800 pi plus 128 pi, that is nothing but 928 pi cubic centimeter. I hope this is everybody clear. That is the total, this we can say, bacho, this is the total volume of water. Total volume of water and cylindrical glass piece in beaker is this. So I hope you all understood. Please make a note of this. This is wonderful numerical. So now, my dear, our aim is, the question is, I have calculated it. Our question is locate its image. I have to locate its image. Image means I have to locate the apparent shift. Image means what? Apparent shift. Because we are working on shift. So final image is that shift image. So ultimately, my dear, try to understand. If people ask this way and such type of a question, then understand actually what is asking. Because they are nowhere written that find apparent shift. So there is no hint. So there is some applications. Locate its image. Image kiska? Apparent shift ka image. So now, my dear, here try to understand. Look at it, why I am doing, and so this is always okay. That's why you have found total volume, because it is needed. But now here, my point is, there are how many media? I said water and glass. I said na, jitne media hai, utne apparent shift honge. So here, since there are two media, water and glass. Please, this is very important. Since there are two media, water and glass, therefore total, if there are three media, I'll show you that sum also, then it will be, total will be sum of 3. But here two media, water and glass, so total will be the apparent shift in water and the apparent shift in glass. So total, simple question if you think properly. So total apparent or normal shift, total apparent or normal shift, denoted by, my dear, say D, because I have taken D in my topic, denoted by D, is equal to D water plus D glass, that is apparent shift in water, normal shift in water plus normal shift in glass. Now, my dear, D of water, you know any D is nothing but T into 1 minus 1 by mu. And here this is dW, so this is no doubt refractive index of water, and this is, I can write TW. What is TW? The real depth of water in this beaker. The real depth of water in this beaker is TW. Because I told T is the real depth, it is actually equal to real depth. This T is actually equal to real depth. And this is T also, thickness also of this film. So TW plus into 1 minus 1 by mu W plus TG. What is TG? Real depth of glass. How much is the real depth of the glass? 8. Can be seen in the diagram. 8. into 1 minus 1 by mu g, that is Ri of glass, is equal to your total apparent shift or normal shift. Please let me know whether you are understanding or not. This is very important. And why there are two things? Because sir, there are two media, water and glass, and hence this will be happening. So this is real depth of water in this beaker and Ri of water. This is real depth of glass in the beaker, and this is Ri of glass. Will give me total apparent or normal shift for the question. So now my dear problem is, I know the real depth of glass. You can see, everybody can see the real depth of the glass is known. And how much is that, my dear? In the diagram you can see it is 8. But I don't know the real depth of water. Please, I don't know real depth of water. Try to understand why I am doing it. So put this as equation number 3. Put this as equation number 3. And now move further. Now go further. So you should know that, sir, why you are doing this step. So now you understood first that there will be total apparent shift will be the sum of the apparent shift. Sum of apparent shift. D is apparent shift due to in water and apparent shift in glass. And apparent shift or normal shift formula is T multiplied by 1 minus 1 by mu. Earlier sum I have done. But this is apparent shift in water. So that is real depth of water, TW into 1 minus 1 by mu W. Please. So now my dear, let's go to the next step. Here I will remove the sum so that I can do it. Okay. Now here, you all can concentrate. The depth of water is not depth, is actually height of water. And let me tell you which height is a real height. The real height of water, that is TW, so that you understand real depth, is TW. How will you get? Total volume of water and cylindrical glass piece divided by area of glass piece. Area of cylindrical glass piece. सोचो, थोड़ा सोचो, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. कितना टोटल वॉल्यूम है ये दोनों का मिला के? प्लीज, that is total volume of water and cylinder glass piece. Am I clear? Divide by area of glass piece. कितना एरिया ग्लास पीस का है? पहले टोटल वॉल्यूम दोनों का डिवाइड बाय एरिया ऑफ ग्लास पीस विल गिव मी height of real height of water. It gave me real height of water. I hope it is clear. Am I clear? That is height, you can say height of water. It's not TW. Say it is a height of water from the bottom. It is not TW. It is height of water from the bottom. Height of water from the bottom. So height of water from the bottom is calculated by total volume of, because you all know bachche, this height is nothing but h. Am I clear? This height is actually h. This is not a real depth. Real depth is something after subtracting with the depth of this cylindrical glass piece. I hope it is clear, because there is two body, or in water, along with water there is a beaker. So beaker will take this much height of actual height of the water से. So जो बचा हुआ height हुआ after taking this height of the glass piece from the beaker water height, जो बचा हुआ height हुआ, that is your TW, that is real depth of water. So here height of water from the bottom is total volume of water and cylindrical glass piece. Total volume of water and cylindrical glass piece divided by area of glass piece. Because मैंने area of glass piece मतलब निकाल लिया है उसको, so it is now only the height of water I am measuring. Believe me, dividing means I have divided by this number. So only I am measuring height. So now this is, my dear, 900, and you all have written 928 pi divided by area of, or you can say other way around, थोड़ा सा logic लगाओ, you are class 12 student, area multiply by height, because here area and here height. Area and height, RK always are 100% it is volume. So any height, if you remember, want to calculate, थोड़ा logic, sir हमको height of water column has to calculate. So nothing, sir, it's a total volume of this beaker, the beaker with water and this glass piece divided by area of glass piece will give me the height of water from the bottom. Height of water from the bottom. So here, my dear, the height of water from the bottom, say I have taken h. And that h, here I am writing also. And that h is 928 pi upon area of cylindrical glass piece is pi r square. And here I will write Rg. And I have written Rg. Somewhere I have written Rg. Yes, here. You know Rg is how much? Rg is 4. So sir, this is pi and pi cancel, and this is 928 divided by 16. That is, you can write 4 ka square, because the diameter is 8, so radius will be 4. So this is, my dear, h is equal to, therefore h is equal to 928 divided by 16, and I hope it is something 25. It is, I am sure it is something 25 is the right answer for this. Yes, the answer is 25 point. This is 25 point. You also check it out. 78 centimeter. This is height of the water from the bottom. So my dear, but I don't interested in height, na. I am interested in TW. Therefore, the real depth of water after introducing glass piece, because I am adding ना glass को, तो मैं अलग से ऐड कर रहा हूँ ना, तो अभी ये मैं बिना glass, मैं glass piece के बाद क्या water का height बचा. So the real depth of water after introducing glass piece, that is TW, is nothing but, my dear, how will you calculate this? This is nothing but 25.78 minus 8. Because this is 25.78 and this is 8. So now it will give you, because this much though is occupied by the beaker. I hope it is clear. So this is the depth of water above the glass piece. Depth of water, you can say real depth of water, that is TW I have written, after introducing the glass piece, or I can say above the glass piece. And now I can move this and I can write the depth of water. TW is here, depth of water. So the depth of water, TW, that is 25.78 minus 8. Why 25.78? Because the actual water level is 25.78. But this beaker is taking 8 centimeter out of that. So actual depth, the depth of water which is left out. Actual depth of water you can say. That's what I have written, but no need. Therefore the actual depth of water will be what? Because this much is taken by your beaker. So this is, my dear, answer is 25.78 minus 8. Here I can write actual or real I have written. So this is 25.78 minus 8. Answer is, my dear, it is 16 point, I hope, point 22. No, not 22. This is 25.78 and 8.00. So 8, this is 7 and this is 17. 17.78 is the actual depth of the water in centimeter, you can say, because the data are given in centimeters. So this is your TW, my. So now I can calculate the shift. This is D is equal to TW, that is 17.78. This is 1 minus 1 upon mu W. Where is mu W? Please see, where is mu W? Mu of water. Mu of water must be given. Yes, in numerical. That is 4 by 3 plus TG. TG is what? Glass. How much is the depth of, real depth of glass? Actual depth of glass. I said 8 T is your actual. So real depth or actual depth of glass 8 into 1 minus 1 upon mu of glass, you all know 3 by 2. So now, my dear, this is D is equal to 17.78, and when you solve this, this is 1 minus 3 by 4 plus 8, 1 minus 2 by 3. This 2 will go up. Here 3 will go up. I hope this is clear. So now the last step you can see. At the last step, what is the last step, my dear? Here I am rubbing. So I hope you are understanding. Please do this here. I am doing for you all. This is D is equal to This is D is equal to 17.78, and this is 1 by 4, because 4 ones are 4 minus 3. Am I clear? Should I write it down? 4 minus 3 divided by 4 plus 8. This is 3 minus 2 divided by 3. LCM method. So now this is, here I have done. I am showing. So this is 17.78 into 1 by 4 plus 8 by 3. You can do it with all this. And the answer for this now, the final answer for this question is, my dear, nearly about, I hope it is 7.1 centimeter. 7.1 centimeter. We can check it out. This is 4 Forza. And again Forza. And then again Forza and Pfizer. You can say 4 Pfizer 20. Okay. 4.445 plus 8 by 3 is coming as okay, and this is coming as, my dear, 8 by 3 is nothing but 2.3 2s are 6, 2.66666 is coming. So I can take 7. So now here 670 round figure. This is 5. This is 7 and 4 11. And this is 7 and 6 and 4. This is again 11, 4 and 2, 6 and 1, 7. So this is centimeter, my dear. This is your normal total apparent shift in this question. So please do it, all such questions. So if there are two media, my dear, the total apparent shift will be the real depth or the actual depth of the first media into 1 minus 1 upon mu of that media plus the actual depth of the second media which is given into 1 minus 1 upon mu of that media. So please take care, bache, and this is on volume and area question. You have done in class 10th or mensuration or something like that. So you can think about it, what will be the actual, what will be the real, how much height is taken by this speaker, so kitna height bach gaya, this is that. So this is the second video I uploaded. I am uploading 2-3 more numericals either today or tomorrow. You have wait and watch the third video. If I am uploading today, please wait, watch it today itself, so that all real depth and apparent depth questions in your ray optics from NCRT, from other things is over.